Great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The forwards for them are a pair of Blue Devils, Ingram and Williamson. Jones is out there with Monroe. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Ingram pops one in from the wing.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, when we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
And that's why you have a designed offense. Create the kind of looks you want so you don't have to play hero ball.
Count it. Good.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now, here is Monroe playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Valanciunas with a screen on Vanderbilt. Here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Ingram. Rebound, Utah. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And you love seeing that great moment.
That's a soft foul.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now, here's Sexton. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Five on the clock. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. And New Orleans pushing it up now. There's the triple. And he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Monroe. Monroe's got 5 now.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Keefe with a screen on Jones. Sexton the pass to Keefe. And Utah turns it over again.
And you
guys know where the lines are, right?
Then Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Here's Monroe. He has 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows.
Second team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Monroe. At the line for
Town. People take the team to heart, and we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
And the Jazz making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Jazz trail by 3. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Clarkson. The teardrop falls in.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Now Monroe, he has 7. Jones finds Williamson. Out to Monroe from deep 3-point range, and he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 10.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now, here's Clarkson. And there's the pass to Keith. Markkanen with it. Clarkson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Keith missing. Pelicans leading by 4. And here is Monroe. 10 points for him. And Jones has it in the corner. Valanciunas sets a screen for Jones. A fader. Here's Williamson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Sexton against Monroe. Sexton the pass to Keith. Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Jones. Inside, 13 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Markkanen. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 6. Outside, Sexton. Valanciunas against Keith. Clarkson right side. Vanderbilt kicks to Clarkson. And the shot is long. New Orleans leading by 6. Monroe with it. He's got 10. Here's Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Keith. Kicks it to Clarkson. Vanderbilt a screen on Jones. Offensive rebound. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Ingram against Markkanen. And that one's good. Ingram.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Outside, Markkanen. Clarkson taking his time here. Poked away. Monroe up top. Back to Jones. Valanciunas sets a screen for Jones. They double him with Clarkson. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Jones. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead. Jazz have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Here's Monroe after Jordan Clarkson's bucket. McCollum outside. The feed to Forbes. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Sexton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McCollum against Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Sexton against Monroe. To the middle. And stolen by Sexton. Barnes up top. Covered by Monroe. And that one's good. Barnes.
Yeah, just take the hit, maintain your focus. Nice scoring finish by Barnes.
Monroe against Sexton. They're perfect in core attempts. The free throw drops for Monroe. The Pelicans making a switch here. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Sexton against Monroe. Passes it to Cousins. A three-pointer off the mark.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
So here's Murphy. Here's Forbes, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now Monroe, 12 points for him. The 17-footer. Another one falls for New Orleans. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
He dishes it to Murphy. And he converts the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A pass to Abaji. They need this. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Sexton against Monroe. He kicks it to McCollum. Jacks up a three. The rebound by the Jazz. 56 seconds left to play in the first. It's blocked. Sexton against Monroe. And the shot goes in. Monroe's got 16 points.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Murphy. Lets the three fly, and Utah another three.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And South.
You guys will blow this. Don't worry. We'll get you on that
Change here. Alvarado's jet.
Sure. Enjoy that. Pat yourselves on the back. Well done.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Clarkson against Jones. Clarkson up top. 8 points for him. Knocked away. It's stolen by Jones. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Keith. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, clutch in the last time out against the Thunder was phenomenal. He had 30 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive lineman.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Zion.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Now Monroe, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Ingram. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Outside, Markkanen. No good on the 3. Pelicans leading by 7. Monroe outside. Williamson with a screen for Monroe. Jones, no one around him. And they get it back. Valanciunas with a screen on Clarkson. Jones finds Valanciunas. Misses from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Cotto covered by Monroe. Out to Clarkson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Pass to Jones. Back to Monroe. Clock at 4. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Jones for 3. And again, New Orleans has no up. Jazz trail by 4. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go for it.
Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz,
Morris coming off the bench.
He is, Kevin. That is an appropriate and fitting nickname because this guy can get hot in a hurry. And what a luxury to have somebody as consistently productive like Jordan Clarkson come off your bench. That's fabulous.
Now here's Monroe. He's got 19. Back to Ingram. Pass to Monroe. Can they get it? The baseline J. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Monroe. And the Pelicans lead by 5. Jones against Clarkson. From 11 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Monroe. And the Pelicans get it back. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Pelicans. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential.
More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
They set the pick. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Monroe outside. Williamson with a screen for Monroe. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Markkanen, top of the key. They get a hand on it. Here's Keith. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's an even 80% free throw shooting here. The first one falls.
2 shots.
In here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Now, here's Sexton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's off from 3-point range.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now, here is Monroe. 21 points in the game. Over Sexton. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 23.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Utah calls timeout.
Pour some help, side, if you need help.
Look good in the
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Keith, and it's Barnes in for Lauri Markkanen. And the Pelicans also making a change. Forbes checked in. Here's Mann. He's got 5. Vanderbilt, a screen on Monroe. Down low, passes to Mann. Now here's Barnes. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here is Monroe. 23 points in the game. There's the pass to Daniels. Right wing. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now, here's Sexton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Goes up the baseline. The shot missing. And New Orleans will come the other way. On the wing, Daniels. His last outing, he had 8 points. Jazz trail by 13. There's 1:40 left here in the second. Sexton against Jones. The shot by Sexton, no good. New Orleans gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Monroe, the pass to Daniels. Valanciunas with the ball. Monroe outside. Valanciunas sets a screen for Monroe. Back to Valanciunas. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Hayes comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Barnes the screen. Here's Mann. Down low. Pass to Abaji. They could use a bucket. Good D by McCollum. Pelicans leading by 13. Kicks to Monroe. And Sexton over to help. McCollum dishes to Forbes. And the call on the shot.
Against anything can be a foul, huh, Ref?
That's his first personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for New Orleans. 12 at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Forbes. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Monroe, and they're pushing it up for the finish, and it's slammed in by Monroe.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Barnes sets a screen for Sexton. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Utah Jazz.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page.
And let's take a look at the standings as the Western Conference starts to come into focus. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? Clutch and impressive effort here today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for New Orleans right now, up front it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. And it's Monroe in at the 1. From downtown, and that comes off the assist by Jones. 28 points for Clutch.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jones against Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Agbaji. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do. Can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Cotto, covered by Monroe. Pass to Sexton. Pocket 6. Over Jones. The shot by Sexton, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Monroe kicks to Ingram. Looking to end his cold spell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle.
That's a foul? You gotta be kidding me.
At the line for the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram.
Just willing his shots in over the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. The pass to Markkanen. From deep. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Williamson, a screen on Clarkson. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Keefe's shot is good. Keefe's got 8 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Outside, Jones. Valanciunas sets a screen for Jones. Softly drops in the floater.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clarkson passes to Keefe. Outside, Sexton. No good from outside.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Monroe dishes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Clarkson, and it's Utah with the rebound. Keefe's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Markkanen passes to Clarkson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. And the penalty.
Substitution on the court.
.56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Monroe looking around. They set the pick. Kicks it out to McCollum. Driving in, and he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
5 to shoot. Here's Sexton. And nothing is falling for him right now.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Cullen passes to Monroe. Over Sexton. He nails the buzzer beater.
48. The Pelicans, 83.
Making the right play.
Please, applause for your guest,
The tone. Back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Livingston, and it's Barry in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
In football, we see it right there.
And Utah has possession. Utah moving it around. Here's Abaji. Shot clock at 6. Over Daniels. Misses off the right iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Oladipo. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Here's Barry, covered by Monroe. From deep three-point range, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And foul on the shot, he'll shoot.
What? Come on,
That's his first personal
That's a soft foul.
First team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Victor Oladipo. Taking 2 shots.
In the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Barry the pass to man. Here's Livingston. And foul on the shot, so he'll get it.
Murray Nix Jr. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Utah, Livingston. At the line for 2. Substitution on the
Meantime, kid.
At the line for Utah, DeMarcus Cousins. Shooting.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Monroe kicks to Daniels. The crossover. Oh!
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Sexton the pass to Cousins. To the inside, Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Monroe outside. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they... just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.